What I want to talk about in this video right now is why I think there's actually a really good reason for you as an individual to overreact to this situation. Hey, this is MVA Joshua. Like you probably are, I am on lockdown from coronavirus, working from home. Kids are basically being homeschooled and attempting to avoid any reason to go where other people are at all. What I want to talk about in this video right now is why I think there's actually a really good reason for you as an individual to overreact to this situation. When we say overreaction, it sounds like we're saying panicking, but I think an overreaction is really quite different than panicking. Panicking implies a flailing around in the face of danger without appraising it and without taking into consideration how to actually get out of or fix the situation. But overreaction, it usually implies that we're taking some sort of action. We're doing a thing in the face of it. And then on top of that, we're simply doing more than would seem to be necessary. But I get the sense that there's a lot of people sitting at home, working from home right now, thinking that you're in a very temporary situation, that maybe this lasts for 2 weeks and then things get back to normal. The problem with that, which is maybe like the same reaction that the administration is trying to get us to have, is that this is a temporary hiccup or disruption and things will get back to normal. No doubt at some point they'll get back to normal. But if we look at what's happened around the globe, is there any reason to think that things are getting back to normal anytime soon? Here in Minnesota, from I believe it was Sunday to Monday, the number of cases doubled. I don't know what it's at right now, but I don't see any reason to assume that as testing becomes more prevalent, that this stuff doesn't just keep doubling for quite a while. And I'm not trying to be a fearmonger, but the thing I'm interested in is the real world ramifications of this and where it leaves people as they come out the other side. Because one way or another, we do come out the other side. And for me, the big question is, what state are you in when you come out the other side? Are you in a better position than you went in it? The chances are most of us will be worse for the wear, but maybe we'll be a little bit stronger, a little bit tougher. But like the thing that I'm thinking about, for example, is I am on a contract position at a restaurant chain. Not a good time right now. It's very reasonable to imagine a situation where I'm let off from that contract in, say, a month or so. Maybe less, maybe more. But to me, that seems really quite reasonable. So if I'm sitting here in this mode of I'm working from home, I'm not leaving the house, but I'm assuming it's temporary, I'm running around with this kind of false hope every day, and I'm gonna get a little bit more disappointed each day. It's only day 2 of working from home and having the kids home from school, and I am running with this goes for 3 months if it goes smoothly. That's my assumption. So if it goes for 3 months, restaurants don't open back up and they're only doing stuff like delivery, assuming that they can continue to do that, that puts the very real possibility that I stop making money. That to me is the thing that me and you should be overreacting about. What's the worst case scenario, but entirely plausible? And how do we, one, adopt that so that we're not blindsided continuously? Because I think if I sit here and do what I see a lot of institutions doing, oh, we're closed till April 1st. You're insane. You're not going to be open on April 1st. And you're going to sit there and be in shock and in pain on April 2nd that things aren't back to normal. I think you want to prepare for the absolute worst, which is stuff doesn't start opening back up until May or June. And then what position are you in to survive until then? And what position are you in when that comes out the other side? I know a lot of friends who are in small businesses, which is really rough right now, or say food service. A lot of those people are going to be out of a job. We'll be lucky if the place they work still exists come May or even April. But then on top of that, it's going to be a lot of people working round the clock to keep their own business open when it is open again. And that sucks. But I think if you're the person who's dependent on those people, then there's some serious thinking that you need to do about, let's assume a worst case scenario is coming. I am getting laid off. And on top of that, the reason I'm getting laid off is going to be a economy-wide situation. It's not just going to be you. It's not just going to be your business. How am I going to be prepared for that on the other side? Am I going to have sat there with my head in the sand watching Netflix and getting recommendations on new TV series to binge watch? Or am I going to be actively doing things that put me in a better position? Things like calling my friends on the phone and communicating with them more. Things like making content. Things like essentially being still alive. Things like improving my health. A nice side effect of all of this is a whole bunch of you have at least an hour more free time a day because you're not commuting. So how is that time being put to use? Is it being put into more Netflix? Are you treating this like a forced awful vacation? Or are you treating this like a time to regroup and strategize? I'm not trying to guilt anyone or make anyone feel bad, but I do think that we are in dire times, but I think it's going to be a lot more dire, say 3 months from now, if we don't start embracing the idea that where we're at right now is just the beginning. I hope that's helpful to some people. If you need someone to talk to, leave a message. I'll send you my phone number and you can give me a call, because I'm working from home and I can easily work and talk at the same time. Take it easy and good luck.